Yo, what is going on, guys? It is less than a full week from when I'm recording this right now, which is on a Saturday afternoon, that we are going to have the biggest and best deals we have ever seen in Marvel Contest of Champions. What am I talking about? July 4th. That's what it used to be referred to. Now, summer sales, summer deals. This year specifically, it's the Sentinel Sinister Sideshow or something like that. So, as you guys know, we're going to be doing some predictions, as I try to do every single year. A lot of you guys really enjoy when I make these videos, and I have a lot of fun doing them. So I did my predictions today, got it pulled up here. So before we get into any of the actual predictions, I got them all just blacked out so you guys can't just see it all right away. I mean, you can go ahead and skip ahead in the video if you would like, but we're going to be taking our time, and I'm going to be explaining all my predictions. And so how did I come to these predictions? Well, it's a combination of a few things, mainly looking at last year's offers. So, this was one full year ago, 11 months ago. This is when I was checking out the deals when they went live. Am I wearing the same shirt? I think I am. That is funny. Oh, it's funny because I know this shirt has like a hole in it on the side, but that's the same one. Okay. Anyways, so we have, the deals obviously here, all of the deals for money that we went over, and we can take a quick look at the deals from last year. They kind of suck when we look at them now. So this was the Black Panther's Treasure. There was 10 Paragons, about 1.5 of selectable T6CC, and 2 Tier 6 Basic, 2 Tier 3 Alpha. That's terrible in today's economy. And then the Odin had a 6-star rank up gem Nexus Crystal, so you could take a 6-star to rank 5, which at the time, this was game economy shattering a year ago. Now, that's nothing. No one would really even be interested in that. 6,000 7-star shards, that is like a pitiful amount today, and then 2 Abyss Nexus Crystals. Like, so much has changed in the last year, as happens every year. And then there's also a reliquary bundle, but since Kabam has stopped making relics and stuff, I didn't bother predicting that. I don't think I have any relics in any of my predictions because Kabam just hasn't been messing with relics. So that's where I get a bunch of my information from. We also saw a new and interesting format last year that is going to be carrying over this year as well. And that format is 3 unit choices, which has always kind of been a thing, but it's different now because there's 3 options. So there's an A, B, and C option for each tier. Last year, you could go through buying everything twice, and the same is going to be this year, but we have some more information, which also really helped in these predictions. So there's 3 regular bundles, and there's a bonus bundle here for 6,750 units, but we got some very important information on this Kabam stream. So shout out to Kabam Crash. That's this guy right here. And it's right. Also, there's a shared limit with the web store, so you can only buy 4. Which I think last year they didn't have the technology to have limits, so you could buy like 4 on the web store, 4 in game. So for like a total of 8 instead of what is supposed to be 4, which was also attributed to the economy shattering event of last year. But the important bullet point here is Tier 4 offer is different than Tier 8 offer. So what that means, this is the Tier 4 offer. So this Paragon bonus bundle from a year ago, that is the Tier 4 offer because, the other ones are Tier 1, 2, and 3. So that's Tier 4. And what does Tier 8 mean? Basically, like I said, last year, you could go through, buy all the offers twice. You're going to be able to do that again. You're going to be able to go through, buy all the unit offers twice. But on the second round, the final offer, the 8th offer, which is technically the 4th offer, but the second time, it's going to be different. So if you go through all the unit bundles and buy them twice, the bonus bundle is different. I have no idea how different it's going to be. I have some ideas, but that is really all the information that I'm working with when creating this video. So that's it, that and my own ingenuity. So let's go ahead and get started with the Peter Parker's wallet. So for the Peter Parker's wallet, man, I'm thinking pretty simple. We're gonna see some 7-star shards, anywhere from 2 to 5,000, and then some Tier 6 basic, some Tier 3 alpha. How much? I don't know, 1 to 2 catalysts, and then They recently introduced Valiant crystals, so I'm thinking we could maybe see those on each of the bundles, and definitely some gold, but I'm not really sure how much. Or it could be a different crystal as well. It could be like a Paragon Nexus crystal. It could technically be a Valiant Nexus crystal, which we've never seen. I feel like it's too early for that. I feel like just regular Valiant crystals would probably be good enough. So that's, if I had to guess crystal, I feel like we're gonna see that. But we didn't even have any crystals last year in these bundles. There was nothing. There was some in, again, 10 Paragons in this one, but that was it. So there might not be any crystals this year, don't know. But that's why I just kind of want to put a question mark. And there will definitely be gold in all of these. But yeah, that's something for Peter Parker's wallet. Alright, let's go ahead and move on now to Star-Lord's loot bag. So here I'm feeling it's going to get ramped up a nice amount. We're going to see anywhere from 5 to 7.5 thousand 7-star shards. A nice chunk, like at least like, like a third of a crystal there, maybe even a half. And so I feel like the Peter Parker's wallet is going to be more focused on the basic resources of Tier 6 Basic, Tier 3 Alpha. And then the Star-Lord's loot bag is going to focus a little bit more on the T6 side of things with some selectability. So I'm sensing some 25% selectors, and I could see anywhere from 2 to 4. Yeah. I think I could definitely see that for Star-Lord's loot bag. These ones are kind of hard to predict because you never know what Kabam's going to do with them, but that's kind of what I'm feeling for this Summer Deals event. All right, let's move on to the Tony Stark's briefcase. So Tony Stark's briefcase, I feel like this one's going to be kind of special because I don't remember when, but there was one event where the Tony Stark's briefcase had the best value. It had better value than the Black Panther's treasure. It had better value than the Allfather Odins. How is that possible? Well, Sig Stones. Sig Stones is what made that deal the best at the time. This is years and years ago, back when 7 stars were kind of like where 6 stars, or 6 stars are kind of where 7 stars are now. And so getting Sig Stones back in the day for 6 stars was very difficult. And then one event, they just had, I think it was 30 generic Sig Stones in the Tony Stark's briefcase. And that offer was just so good because it was like $40 for 30 generic Sig Stones. You could buy that like 4 times. Just, we had never seen that amount of Sig Stones for such a good deal before. So I'm kind of thinking and hoping that we kind of see something similar like that this year with Tony Stark's briefcase being focused on 7-star signature stones. I don't think they're going to be giving out generic. I feel like some class-based Sig Stones in the Tony Stark's briefcase is 100% a possibility. I think it's very possible. And as far as the amounts, I'm thinking anywhere from 20 to 30 7-star Sig Stone crystals. So these are all random, 1 in 6 chance of getting the class that you want. I can easily see that. And then again, some 7-star shards, like maybe 10,000. That's a lot of shards. There could be some other little stuff in here too, but that's basically the identity I'm thinking for the Tony Stark's briefcase. Some 7-star Sig Stones, 7-star shards, maybe a couple Valiant crystals, and definitely some gold. Alright, these ones are all pretty basic though. It starts to ramp up in the final 2 of the Black Panther's treasure and the Allfather Odin. So let's go ahead and reveal this one. And maybe we'll save the Odin. We'll do some unit ones first and then reveal the Odin. Alright, for the Black Panther's treasure, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking some Titan shards. So here, only so far we've seen 7-star shards. I feel like with the Black Panther treasure, we can actually see Titan shards. And I'm thinking, man, anywhere from 5 to 7.5 thousand shards. 5,000 is a quarter of a crystal. I was thinking maybe 10,000, but I feel like that's just too much. It could be half a crystal. I'd love it, but I don't know. I feel like Kabam's a little more on the stingy side, so I feel like I don't see more than 7.5k Titan shards here. And then I'm thinking 1 to 2 7-star rank up gems. These aren't really that rare anymore these days, so they could just throw them in the Black Panther's treasure. We have a lot of them. Generic. And then the big ticket item here, some Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst fragments. 50%. I think that's fair. I think we could absolutely see that. If they don't have Titan shards or Tier 4 Alpha in the Black Panther's treasure, like I just feel like it's not going to be worth buying because I think the Odin's going to be pretty stacked too. So I feel like there has to be some Titan shards and some Alpha fragments in here to really, for this deal to really sell the way Kabam would want it to. So yeah, I'm thinking half a Tier 4 Alpha, some Titan shards, and a 1 to 2 gem. That's what I'm feeling for the Black Panther's treasure. All right, we're gonna come back to the Odin because that's the big thing. Let's go talk about some unit-based offers. So let's start with the 750 bundle here. I put it in red like that, and then like that. There. So it's gonna be 3 options: A, B, C. This one was a little tricky because, you know, if we pull up what it was last year. Like, again, the economy has changed so much in a year. I think I would pull it up right here. Yeah, right here. So you can see 750 units and like 4 Paragon crystals, 1257 star shards. Like, no one's paying 750 units for this kind of stuff now. So like, it has to be so much better. So option A, I'm thinking 5 Valiant Crystals, 5,000 7-star shards, 1,000 Titan shards. For 750 units, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Option B, an Abyss Nexus Crystal, 3 Tier 6 Basic and 3 Tier 3 Alpha Catalysts. That's it there. Just an Abyss Nexus and some Catalysts, you know, for 750 units. Yeah. And then option C here, we have a generic 6-star Awakening Gem, a 3 to 4 generic 6-star Rank Up Gem. So, you know, this is more focused if you're trying to get some 6 stars up. And then a 50% T6 CC Selector. This one was probably the hardest to do out of everything on here, just because, like, it's so cheap, but it still has to be kind of worth it. That one, I kind of struggle with that one. The rest, I'm feeling a little bit more confident in. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this one. I don't know why that's the same color. It shouldn't be. These should not be the same color. I don't know what happened there. Maybe I'll change it. All right, but so option Tier 2, Valiant Bundle Tier 2, 3,000 units. So 3,000 units. That's a big step up from 750, so it's got to be a lot more worth it. So option A, I'm thinking a full 7-star crystal. I'm thinking 3 Tier 6 Basic, 3 Tier 3 Alpha, and 2 full T6 CC selectors. That's what I'm thinking here. Right. Option B. Alright guys, sorry about that. My dad came over for a bit. He was just helping me out with something. But he came at the perfect time because I took another look at these option B and C, and I actually tweaked them a little bit. So for option B here, we have a 7-star 1 to 2 gem, 20 to 47-star 6-stone crystals, not generic, and then 2.5k Titan shards. And option C, generic 4 to 5 rank up gem, a past era champion selector. So you can pretty much pick like any champion as a 6-star in the game, take them to rank 5, Sig 200 them, and ascend them with the T2 dust. 200, put 200 there. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the 3k units for option B and C. All right, and then we have the big bad Valiant Tier 3 bundle for 7,500 units. Then after you get that, we have the Valiant Tier 4 bundle the first time purchasing, and then the Valiant Tier 8 bundle the second time purchasing everything. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So up first here, we have option A. Yeah, let's do it one at a time. So option A, 2 full Tier 4 Alpha Catalysts. 2 full Catalysts. So this is the deal you pick if that's your main chase. You know, if you're really after Tier 4 Alpha Catalysts, this is for you. You get 2 full of them, and then 2 to 5 full Tier 6 class Catalyst selectors, and then 6 to 9 Tier 6 Basic Tier 3 Alpha Catalysts. So this first one is just jam-packed full of catalysts. This is if you're trying to solely focus on getting your champs ranked up, you're going to want to go option A. All right, option B. This one was really fun because I tried to make them, you know, all balanced, all equally good. Option B here we have, so 1 Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst. So if you go for option B instead of option A, you're missing out on half of the amount of Tier 4 Alpha, but Titan shards, anywhere from 20 to 40,000 Titan shards. So that's anywhere from 1 to 2 crystals, and then 20 to 50 7-star Sigstone crystals. Again, these ones being random. And then the final one. Final big unit deal here. A Nexus 7-star Awakening Gem. 40 to 80 generic 7-star signature stones. 10k Titan shards. And a 1 to 2 rank up gem. So, you know, this deal has no tier 4 alpha at all. But our first ever 7-star Awakening Gem outside of the Omega Days event. And generic, a lot of generic 7-star 6 stones, plus a little Titan shards, plus a little rank up gem. Yeah. So, and you know, the crazy thing is I think I would pick option C at least once. You know, because if we go through all of these, you can pick up one of these bundles twice. I think I would want an Awakening Gem. Definitely depends if there's other Awakening Gems in the event or not, but something I really want for my purchases on the upcoming summer sales is 7-star Awakening Gems for me. It's something I'm really after. Alright, before we get to these bundles here, let's talk about the Odin now. The All-Father Odin's Vault. What am I thinking here? Alright, well, we gotta get that in there too, because there's a little extra. Okay, so, a specialty 7-star crystal. I think this is guaranteed in the Odin. Now, what is it going to be? That's really the question. And there are possibilities here. So, the first possibility is that it's a Nexus. A Nexus 7-star crystal. I think we've only ever seen that in Act 8 so far. Let me fact check myself real quick. For like given out. Yeah, there's one in Act 8. And I'm pretty sure that is the only available 7-star Nexus in game right now. Guaranteed. You can, like, there's a chance to pull a 7-star Nexus out of a couple of crystals, but it's a very low percentage and not guaranteed. Like, this is the one and only time Kobam gave out a 7-star Nexus, guaranteed for content or through deals or anything. So, now that we've seen a 7-star Nexus, it could be very possible to see it in the Odin. Whoops. It could also just be a class-based 7-star. We've seen that before, so you can just pick, you know, you get a Science 7-star crystal, a Cosmic 7-star crystal, whatever class you want. Could be one of those. Could just be a Titan. A fully formed Titan crystal in every Odin. I feel like that's a little much. Personally, I don't think they're going to do that. What they could also do is something completely new, and that would be a class Nexus. So we've never seen that. So, you know, we've seen a Science 7-star crystal, but we've never seen a Science Nexus 7-star crystal. So that would be the very first. Or it could just be something new. Something new that I haven't even thought of. Could be a different kind of crystal, but I think it's going to be some type of specialty 7-star crystal. I don't think it's just going to be a regular basic. I think that's too bland and too boring. It's got to be something. As of what? I think a Nexus is pretty likely. I feel like a 7-star Nexus is most likely. I feel like a class one's also pretty likely. A class Nexus, I think, would be the best. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, specialty 7-star crystal for sure. And then I think we're gonna see. So I think we're just gonna see tier 4 alpha in the Odin. You know, it could be with every single purchase of an Odin, a 2 to 3 rank up gem crystal. I think it's too early for that. I think that'd be too much. I think that would explode the economy, and I just don't think that'd be good for the game. But I think one full tier 4 alpha catalyst to 1.5 per Odin, I think that's fair. I think that's totally valid and totally fair for the spenders. It's obviously going to be more rank 3s, but much controlled rate compared to if it was just straight 2 to 3 rank up gems. So I think anywhere from 1 to 1.5 full tier 4 alpha catalysts is possible. I think even up to 2 catalysts is possible. I don't see there being any more than 2, and I don't see there being any less than 1. I think it's going to be somewhere in there. And then, so I think there's definitely going to be a specialty 7-star crystal, definitely going to be tier 4 alpha, and then usually there's other stuff in the Odin too. Usually the Odin's like jam-packed full of stuff. I was having trouble thinking of what else there could be though. Could be some Titan shards if it's not a Titan crystal. But I think some Sig stones, some generic Sig stones, anywhere from 10 to 20. I think this would be a really, really, really good stacked Odin deal. I'd probably pick it up all 4 times if it looked something like what I'm predicting here. So that's what I'm thinking for the Odin. All right, let's go move now to the bonus offers once you go through all the unit offers for the first time and then the second time. And this was just an alternative option here. Shout out to Faust. He really wants one of these. A Titan Nexus Crystal. We have seen these before, so there is precedence of them already being in game, but these were only given out to the biggest, baddest whales of last year during the banquet event. That was the only ever way. You had to place very high in that event to get a Titan Nexus, but I'm pretty sure the way it worked, it was a 2023 Titan Nexus Crystal, and I don't think it was only 3 options. I'm pretty sure you could just pick any champion that was in the Titan Crystal for all of 2023. I'm pretty sure that's how those worked. Like I said, I am not one of those biggest whales out there. I'm a whale, but you know, I'm a big whale in my own pond. I'm not a big whale in the ocean. So you know, I've never even come close to tasting one of these Titan Nexus crystals, but I'm pretty sure that's how those worked. So it could be that, it could be a variant of it. That's pushing it though. I don't think we're gonna see this. I don't know, just cause maybe. But I'm more confident in the other things that I'm predicting here. So let's talk about those. So for the first ever purchase, first time run through, I think what we could see is after spending, you know, an exorbitant amount of units, over 10,000 units just to get here, and then another 6,750 to buy this, a 7-star 2 to 3 rank up gem. I don't know why it's kind of cut off here. Am I scrolled over? There we go. So up first, I think we're going to see a 7-star 2 to 3 rank up gem crystal, random, 1 in 6 chances. You know, you get what you get out of the class, out of the crystal. No control. And also a 7-star awakening gem crystal for the first ever time. Again, random, 1 out of 6 chances. I could absolutely see this for buying all the deals. You get a rank 3 and you get a 7-star awakening gem. I would really love to see that. You know, instead of an awakening gem here, this could totally be like a Titan crystal. Could be a Titan Nexus. I feel like that's pushing it, but you never know. But it could just be like a Titan crystal here. And then I feel like it's going to get better. You know, if you buy all the unit deals twice, it's going to get a lot better. So if it was, let's say, a Titan crystal for the first time through, and then the second time through, maybe a Titan Nexus, that could be kind of crazy. But what I think is more likely is what I'm predicting here. And so, you know, the first time you purchase, you get a random 2 to 3 gem, and you get a random awakening gem. What if the second time you purchase through, you get either a generic or a Nexus 7-star rank 3 gem? So if it's generic, you know, you can just pick whoever you want. If it's Nexus, maybe you get like 3 options pop up, so kind of 50%, and you can pick whatever class there. And then I think we could see the first ever 7-star generic awakening gem, which I would love to see, man. I really want some awakening gems. I have a champion in every single one of my 7-star classes that I want to awaken. So for me, I'm really hoping to see some awakening gems. And this is what I'm thinking, guys. These are all my predictions here. That's everything. So yeah, I think there will be some rank 3 gems, but I think they're going to be locked behind, you know, spending an exorbitant amount of units behind a big unit wall. If you want the rank 3, I don't think there's going to be rank 3 gems in the Odin, but I do think there will be tier 4 alpha catalysts. So if you buy like 4 Odins, you're going to have a guaranteed 1 rank 3, probably like 2 rank 3s. I could absolutely see that. And then yeah, for the most expensive technically unit deals, could definitely see tier 4 alpha, could definitely see a lot of Titan shards, could maybe see a 7-star rank gem there. Yeah, these are my predictions, guys. They might be completely off base. Who knows? Well, we will know in less than a week. In less than a week, we will find out. So my goal for when those deals go live is just to be already streaming, be live on YouTube, so you guys can come hang out. We can talk a little bit before the deals come out, and then we can look at the deals together, react to them, review them, and give you guys what my advice, what I think is the best buys. And then yeah, hopefully have an awesome opening and spending video. followed after that. But that is going to go ahead and do it for this predictions video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm way off base? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. I love reading comments, especially on this stuff. We can brainstorm, theorycraft together on what these deals could be. Let me know any of your guys' predictions. This is not easy to do, you know, but I tried my best here, so I hope you guys did enjoy it. If so, I'd really appreciate a like, rating, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed for your daily dose of Marvel Contest of Champions content. That's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.